Hi, I'm Joy Lawrence. Welcome to my English 101B class welcome video. In this video, I will go over the syllabus and show you how to navigate my course. First, please call me Joy. That's my first name and I really like it. Being called Mrs. Lawrence makes me uncomfortable. If calling me Joy makes you uncomfortable, then my second choice is Professor Lawrence. But really though, I do prefer Joy. We're starting here on our course homepage. At the top, you'll see the announcement I posted on January 6th. As we continue on, the homepage will include the 3 most recent announcements at the top of this page. You can always view announcements that have already been posted by clicking on the Announcements tab on the navigation menu. Every Friday, I will post an announcement going over what we'll be covering starting that following Monday of the next week. Make sure to read these announcements because there's important information in there. And I like to think of these opening announcements as what I would say to a face-to-face class at the beginning. I'll also send out a midweek announcement every Tuesday to give out additional information, go over resources, provide reminders, etc. And sometimes I slip in little extra credit assignments into those announcements that can only be found by reading announcements. So read them, they're helpful. I update the homepage each week, so make sure to pay attention to it. You'll see here towards the top the welcome video, which says coming soon because I'm making that video now. The Getting Started section will always be on our homepage, and I'll update this picture each week so that it's hyperlinked to the module we're covering. If you work only off of the to-do list on the homepage, you'll miss the instructional pages and you won't see how the modules are organized to deliver information that builds on previous information. To access the modules, click on Modules in the course navigation on the left. To go directly to the current module we're working on each week, click on the picture of the library. Here we're looking at the first module. Each module starts with an overview page to give a little information about what you'll be working on in each module. You should keep clicking the next button to progress to the next page. You do need to complete all of the assignments in this first week module in order to remain in the class. If you miss any assignment but you want to remain in the class, make sure to email me right away. Each week, I will provide a screenshot of the schedule of assignments from the syllabus. Here you see that you have the syllabus quiz and the profile picture assignment due during the first week. You have the discussion where you have your first original post due on Tuesday, and then you have your 2 follow-up response posts due on Wednesday. You also have a survey due on Wednesday and a writing sample due on Thursday. The entire schedule of assignments can be found on my syllabus, starting on page 6. This is a good way to keep up with assignments and work ahead, especially since the majority of assignments are already open on Canvas and you can complete them early. Again, here is how that discussion will work. On that first week I went over, and it's going to be similar for the second week. We'll have 2 days for each discussion. The original post for the storm, week 2, is due on Tuesday, and the 2 follow-up responses are due on Wednesday. I participate in all of the discussions, and I make original posts. If you respond to one of those original posts, that counts as one of your 2 required follow-up responses. While we have the syllabus open, it's perfect time to go over some of the policies. I'm not going to cover every part because I realize that would be super boring, but I do want to hit the highlights. So let's go through some of it. In this course, we'll analyze fiction and drama and poetry using different critical perspectives. We'll read 1 book-length novel and several selected works of literature. An emphasis is placed on argumentation and critical thinking. Make sure to read this entire course description, though, to have an overview of what this course will include. These are the textbooks you'll need for this course: Portable Literature, Reading, Reacting, Writing, and Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Going back to our course, on our home page, towards the bottom, you'll see this resources page. On that page, you'll see the link to the textbooks page. I have done the best I can in researching where you can get our textbooks and have listed here the cheapest options. I do provide the readings for the first 2 weeks of class. Also, the lending library inside of the Porterville College Library has copies of both of my books, but only 28 copies of each, which isn't enough for all of the students in all 3 of my sections. So if you are unable to get the books, then plan ahead and make sure you get to the library to make copies of the readings in the books I have on reserve at the library before assignments that are attached to them are due. Let's go back to the syllabus. There are 1,000 points in this class, and they're also listed, these assignments are listed here and on that schedule of assignments that I showed you earlier. I do not go off of percentages, so you'll want to make sure to keep track of the number of points that you earn throughout the semester. There, like I said, are 1,000 points, so 900 to 1,000 points is an A, 800 to 899 points a B, 700 to 799 a C, 600 to 699 a D, and 599 and below is an F. Again, these are the number of points that you earn by the end of the semester that will determine what your grade is for the semester. So make sure that you are keeping track of how many points you are earning as we go. Make sure to review these other sections: submission requirements, literary analysis, future use of your work, essay revision, students with disabilities, and peer reviews. I don't want to go over all of it right now because I know I'm already getting long on this video and I don't want to lose you. I do want to go over plagiarism and cheating just briefly. I know it's tempting. I know you get busy, but avoid the temptation to plagiarize. I do have your submissions run through Turnitin, so make sure that everything you write is your own. Also, make sure to always provide in-text citations whenever you use information that did not come from your own head, even if you put it in your own words. Citing your sources is a good habit to get into since you'll need to do it for all of the academic essays that you write. My late work policy. My policy is that I don't accept late work. I know that things happen and life sometimes doesn't cooperate with our deadlines, and that's why I have extra credit assignments. My late work policy is in place to help keep everyone in class on track and to keep me from going insane. To make sure I'm fair, I don't accept late work from anyone. To keep from penalizing you, I balance this policy out by offering up extra credit. There is an extra credit module in between the modules for weeks 4 and 5. Here you will find 5 extra credit assignments that are related to TED Talks, and then 1 extra credit assignment that is a make it yourself movie poster. Each one comes with a 500-word reflection of the assignment. So if you complete these, each one of these is worth 10 points. So you'll want to make sure that you complete all of them by the deadline of April 27th, 11:55 p.m. I also want to point out that almost everything is already open, and the only things that will remain locked are discussions, the midterm, and the final. The discussions remain locked until the Friday before the week they are due so that we can have discussions in as real time as possible. You'll want to make sure to pay attention to the drop deadlines if you decide that this class is not for you. January 27th is the last day to drop a semester length course and still get a refund. January 29th is the last day to drop and not have it appear on your transcript. And March 24th is the last day to drop and receive a W on your transcript. My attendance policy, since this class is completely online, attendance will be based on participation in discussion boards and completion of assignments. If you stop attending, which is you don't participate for 2 full weeks, then I will drop you from the course. Other than that, I will also drop you from the course in that if you don't complete those first week assignments. So let me know if either of these things happen. If you miss 2 full weeks of assignments but want to remain in the course, or if you miss one of those first week assignments and want to remain in the course, make sure you email me immediately. Here's that schedule of assignments I showed you earlier. The last page of the syllabus includes frequently asked questions. Make sure you read through them because your question might be answered there. If you have any questions about my syllabus or policies or the course, make sure to send me an email. Well, I think that about covers it for now. If you have any questions, send me an email so that I can answer them. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great semester.